It's a history-making week for the U.S. military, and we have some news over the last 24 hours that's really a reminder about why it's important to keep our heads up and our gaze out about what's happening around the world. Hope you're off to a great day so far. I'm going to start in Beirut, Lebanon, where we had news of a massive explosion take place over the last 24 hours. The initial reporting is that this explosion was caused by a combination of fireworks and some confiscated material that was held at the port in the city. That confiscated material apparently included an ingredient that's often found in fertilizer, but that can also be used as an explosive. So this is the initial reporting right now. We actually don't know what caused this blast. We have some video of it on our website, and it's worth taking a look at because you'll get an understanding about just why this is such a major story. A massive blast is an understatement. At this moment, we have thousands of people injured in Beirut, Lebanon, and reports of at least 100 dead. And that's one of the reasons why this story matters. But there's another reason why people really sit up and pay attention when you hear the word explosion in Lebanon. And that has to do with a history of terrorism in the area. I want to be very clear. There is no connection at this time between terrorism and this explosion. But I want to explain why the thinking goes there, because I think it's an important reminder for us as we're taking in the news cycle overall. Lebanon is home to a terrorist organization called Hezbollah. Hezbollah was designated a terrorist organization by the US government going back to the 1990s. It has very strong connections with Iran. In fact, a recent State Department report estimates that Iran gives Hezbollah about $700 million a year for terrorist activities around the globe. So even though Hezbollah is based in a small country of Lebanon, it has far-reaching effect. And that's one of the reasons why the US government designates it a terrorist organization. In fact, one analyst I follow in an unrelated report recently published says that Hezbollah has a larger military arsenal than European nations that are members of NATO. So that gives you an idea of the prominence of this group. That's why there's an additional question about this explosion. Again, no connection, but a reason to sit up and take notice. Two reasons why the injuries and loss of life. Really serious and significant here in this story, and something you should know. The second thing is another piece to this puzzle. Lebanon is under a lot of pressure due to the pandemic. So many countries are. And it's very easy to get hyper-focused. I know it is on your own life and your own country, but it's important for us to keep our eyes up and out about what's happening around the world and how the pressure is causing different decisions in different governments. This is just a reminder of that. Again, no connection between terrorism, but just a reminder that the world is big. And there's a lot of ripple effects that can happen in an instant, and an instant story can change the news cycle. An important reminder as we head into the US elections. In the meantime, I want to take you back closer to home because there was an important ceremony in the Oval Office yesterday. General Charles Brown Jr. was sworn in as Chief of Staff of the Air Force. He's the first African-American officer to lead a major military branch in US history. He'll officially take command over the next several days. The U.S. Air Force is making news for a completely different reason as well. These sailors drifted off course terribly, found themselves on an uninhabited island with almost no hope of rescue. They put SOS on the shore, and an Air Force aircraft spotted them and helped facilitate their rescue. So FYI, SOS actually works. Words to the wise. I found some video of that, so I can't wait to share that with you. Questions and comments, let me know. And as always, more on smarternews.com. Have a great day, guys.